Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Kat, known as phamerina.planning here on YouTube and on Instagram, and today is part 2 of my December haul. I'm sorry if you're not over on Instagram, but I did a poll today and I was like, oh, this video is gonna be like 3.5 hours, 4 hours long because I talk a lot like I'm doing right now. And I was like daunted by the task of editing, exporting, and uploading that 4-hour-ish video. I don't know. It's going to be longer than 3 hours if I put it all together. So I did a poll over on Instagram, and a majority of people were like, I'd rather you do 2 videos that are kind of long, but not like 3+ hours long, which was kind of how I was leaning to. So this is, sorry if you're not over on Instagram. I know like people have been saying like they like really long hauls, but for my end as a creator, exporting all of that was just very daunting. So I figured it would be easier for me to export 2 shorter-ish videos, but they're still gonna be, you know, my hauls are usually at least an hour and a half. So I'm sorry if you prefer like a longer video, but that means you would have gotten like the first part of December up earlier. And then this is the second part. And trust me, there's a lot here. I'm probably still going to talk a lot. So, that was just the context. Onto this. I think all pre-Black Friday orders are done now. So everything here is Black Friday, or post-Black Friday, let's call it that. We have White Deer Stationery, who started shipping to the US again. Yay! This is a new to me shop, PearTeaPaperieCo. This is the new Sadie stickers snail mail subscription. I'll explain why I have that in a little bit. This is A Dash of Sun's Black Friday, and then this is The Giving Girls Black Friday. So let's just get into it. Okay, so we're gonna start with this new to me shop called PearTeaPaperieCo. I was perusing the Etsy's, because I have it in my head now, for some weird reason. I want to like, invest in my doll collection, even though I don't really use them that often, but I was like, you know, I kind of want to bump this up, and this is nothing against, TaylorMade, but TaylorMade usually makes dolls for, Black women, which is, that's fine. That's the crowd she's catering to. And it's not that I can't buy them, but I would prefer to buy fashion dolls that look a little more like myself. So I don't know. I think for me, I would prefer to use fashion dolls that are just more Asian facing. So that's why it was nice to find Paper Dolls, but Paper Dolls has all of this extra stuff, so I feel really bad about buying all of this extra stuff. And then the dolls themselves come on like this size sheet, I think. This was a freebie. So there's, I don't really use like multiples of the same doll. I mean, I could, but I probably won't. I just know myself. So I went looking around on the Instagrams, and I also want to start, like, I want to support smaller artists and kind of expand my, like, mostly my dolls, kind of expand my shop usage. So that's why I was perusing on the Etsy's during Black Friday, and I came across this shop called PearTea. I'm sorry, I think it's been saying tree. It's PearTeaPaperieCo. So this is what it came. It came in the bigger envelope, and then it came in this little guy with the Santa bear. I'm gonna try to pull him off and stick him somewhere. And then, that's everything. And I see order. Did I order this? Maybe we'll find out if I ordered. I know I ordered that, I ordered that, I ordered that. And these look to be freebies. Okay, so let's start with the freebies that I ended up with. So this is Mini Winter Mood Girls stickers, and I really like her kind of style. I'm not really sure how to describe it. It's very sketchy. I'm not sure what kind of paper. I don't really know. This is definitely a matte paper. Maybe just regular matte. But I really like her style, and I want to start using dolls more. Don't know why I have that in my head, but I do. So that's what I went here, and this is kind of indicative of her style. Their style. I do not know if it's a he or she. I think it's a she based on what I saw on Instagram. But yeah, I just really love this very graphic manga kind of style. So that's one. I also got these sweater cat stickers. Aren't they the most adorable? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 16 of them. Look, and they're a little derp. Or it's maybe it's because they're dichromatic, so they look a little derp. They're very cute. Very cute. And then she also has like deco stickers. So this is autumn leaves stickers. So she also does like regular deco type of stickers. They also do regular type of deco stickers. So I believe these were freebies. I did not order these. I don't think I ordered the mini girls. All right, so this is their info. I was gonna say, let me just pull this open so you can see this better, and then I'm gonna probably put these away. So this is their info. PearTeaPaperieCo, hand painted art stationery, custom art posters. And it's it's gonna be linked below. I'm having a hard time saying their name because I keep saying tree instead of tea. But yeah, that's their branding. So I probably should have checked. I don't think I had my invoice in there, did I? No. Alright, well, the names of what these were are gonna pop up underneath. So these are die cut stickers. I know these are like spring ones. I remember that. These are the spring stickers. So we got a pink girl. We got this blue girl with hydrangea, looks like. And then we got this yellow blue girl. And then we have her, like a pink blue. And then we have this girl with the poof, purple hair. And then this green hair girl with the roses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these stickers are... Do I not have my ruler to hand? Oh, no, that's not a ruler, is it? I have voiced my ruler. Hold on. Oh, this has been in frame the whole time, sorry. I don't know if it's been disturbing people. So, generally speaking, they are about 2.5 on average. 2.25 to about 2 3/4 inches tall for height. I just really love like the watercolory feel of them. So I think my ambition for next year is to use more fashion dolls, because I do have them. This is like a cello. I'm gonna seal it later. Okay, so that was one. I know that one was like a not wintry, like spring girls something or another. And then this one is, these are much smaller in scale, as you can already tell. See, here's a size comparison, right? These are already much smaller. On average about maybe an inch, maybe a little larger than an inch. So these are, I don't really know. I don't know if I guess I think I was, maybe I just wasn't paying attention when I purchased it. But this is this little girl here. Yeah, like I said, I don't remember the names, so sorry about that. But there's this girl listening to music. This one might also be like a summer, maybe this is a summer set. This girl with a hat. Two girls clinking a glass. This girl drinking like a smoothie. This girl here. Oh, this might be, there's a duplicate of that one. So there's probably duplicates. There's a duplicate of that one. Oh. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4. I honestly do not remember entirely. So it's like, I think that might be all of them, sorry. So 4 of that one. Oh my god, why do I have so many of that girl up there? 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6. 6, yeah, 6, 6, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of her, 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 of those. So, do not remember what this one was called. But I think this one has something to do with summer. My gut says summer. And that's on me if I didn't check the size. I thought I made sure to check that I got like one, maybe I knew it was like 1 inch, but I underestimated how much 1 inch was. That's on me. So that is that bag. Stick you in here. Yep. Alright, then this next set, I remember, I know I got this one. I'm pretty sure I got the rest of these. I know for sure. Maybe I bought the Winter Girls too? Maybe? Actually, it might make sense that I bought the Winter Girls. I do not remember, like I said. These were, like, these are spring also. But again, I just really love the kind of soft nature. I love the flowers blowing around. Oh, did I make all the same? Wait a minute. I could have sworn I asked for multiple, like all of them. There was like 4 of them. Maybe I made the wrong selection. We're gonna have to find out. But I mean, I like her. I do like her. But there was like a blue-haired one and a blonde one. So there's that girl. And then for the reason for the season. I'm just kidding, not the reason for the season. I just was like, Christmas? Okay, cool, why not? Staples, man. Come on. Just want to take the bag out. Relatively pain-free here. Oh, no, I ripped the bag. So I was hoping to store them in the bag here. Let me see. One of the perks of long nails you can get under Staples. Yeah, okay. Let's see how badly I think I could save that. Alright, so these are Christmassy girls. Yeah, this one's got multiples. I know I picked multiples here. So, very graphic design. Very sort of anime-ish Love her hair with the baubles in it. She's just simply elegant. And then the classic Santa outfit. So those are Christmas girls. And then lastly, this one's kind of a weird one. This one's like a city pop inspired one. So, city pop is like, oops, staunchly like 70s, 80s, Japanese aesthetic. I have another one of her, another one of her, and then this girl here. So, just wanted to go for something different. Trying, like I said, I'm going to challenge myself in the new year to pull in dolls more frequently. I mean, I'm glad that kits are also offering dolls with their collections and stuff, but sometimes I don't know, I just want to use them also in like kind of regular, everyday, well not every day, but more frequently in my planners. So that is this little order. Apologies for not remembering exactly what everything was called, but hopefully I've remembered to pop it up as it came up, or you know, you can just ask me, check out the site. But yeah, that is PearTeaPaperieCo. And then once again, let me find one that has their information relatively damaged. That is their information there. Okay, next up, we're gonna have a face that we haven't seen here in a while because of the tariff situation. It is a good old white deer stationery. Hold on, invoice is right here. Let me just see if there's anything relevant here. Okay, so I think it might be on the, so it looks like the packaging, let me lift you up just a little bit for this. Packaging, it definitely got switched up. She used to have the little antler. The brown paper bag was always something she had, but she used to have this little tag here, which is always very cute, and I have 2 of them here, and I believe I have one more stuck to a notebook somewhere, because I wanted to keep them, but I didn't know what to do with them. So, packaging is changed up here, handmade in Alberta, Canada. This is my Black Friday order. Oh, here's a little update. Dear friend, our packaging got a small update to help meet border requirements, but everything is still handmade with care here in Alberta, just wrapped up a little differently to keep your order moving smoothly across the border. And I think that's because anything made in Canada for CUSMA certification has to say like made in Canada somehow. So that is that. Here is our little sampler. Gosh, come on, buddy. A little sampler. Let's see if I can preserve these hoof prints this time. I don't know, I just like saving them. I don't think I'm going to be able to save it. Hold on. This comes from the other way. There we go. So this is number 61. I guess I could bring you down now. The hard part's over with. Number 61. So you have like a planner with papers, hanger, gas pump, fork and knife, bye-bye money, heel, prescription, champagne glass, bouquet of roses, to-go cup, computer screen, and a shopping bag. It says for you there. So that is that. And then my order is in here. It also looks like this got An update here, handmade in Alberta, Canada, white through stationery, country of origin marked on the bottom of sticker sheet. HS code. So this is part of the tariff thing, the thinger thing. I was gonna say I don't think she had a mark it on the bottom, but secondly, over to this freebie for Black Friday. It's on this cute little bow. And we have a bunch of like red colored icons, which would be perfect for Valentine's Day. You have a notification bell, credit card, hanger, planner, planting, ebook, planner caddy, bathrobe, sale tag, balloons, making the bed, car wash, vacuum, sparkles. It's like a pen, that seam, like planner thingy, night owl, bouquet of roses, skillet, umbrella, shopping list, cards, the crescent moon, brown paper bag, maybe your shopping bag, a piggy bank. I'm not sure what this is. It's a pot of some sort. I'm pretty sure, and I missed this one, the dining table. But yeah, nice little freebie there. And then on to my order. I'm not even sure what order it is in, but I got the Letters to Santa sampler in the holiday colorway. So you have like, thank you, mail post or mailbox, express mail, like a stamp, or like like a cancellation stamp. That's what that's called, I believe. Some postage, that's your Santa letter, Santa and the sleigh with the reindeer, and then a postal box there. And then we have the crescent moon. This is their like classic colorway or basic colorway. Vacuum cleaners. Oh, I use this to mark like early nights, late nights, both nights. Yeah, early nights too. Anything with bedtime usually. Vacuum cleaners, those are pretty self-explanatory. Oh, those Letters to Santa is pretty self-explanatory too, I would assume. Camera for filming, again in like the basic colorway. Pancakes for just a different way to mark breakfast. Sandcastle. Bubs just loves playing in the sand, whether it's at the beach, in a sandbox, his kinetic sand. So I figured this would be a cute way to mark any kind of playing in the sand. So this is the Moons and Stars, which let me stick this next to, where are you? I feel like I have quite a few of these moon ones because I use these to mark bedtime things. And the stars are just going to go off in the corner there. I'll remember that the Letters to Santa was the first one. Pizza slice specifically. We have sticker sheets, like Happy Mail, putting an order in. I'm trying to think what else I could made the very few times when I've written pool stickers. I don't really pull those. Rubber duck, kind of bath time or playtime things. Dinner plate. I'm gonna set this aside because I feel like I'm gonna have a few things to lump together for that one. Dumpster fire for dumpster fire, trash fire work days, generally speaking. Plastic laundry basket. Again, I'm probably gonna have stuff to pull there. Podcasts for voiceovers and things of that nature. Okay, then we have sketchbook for when Bubs does anything sketchbook, coloring book, chalk related, I guess. Car wash, car with bubbles, or car wash for when we either wash the cars ourselves or we go to the car wash and I want to mark that. Frustration bubbles for when an icon just doesn't quite work. Toy bricks for Lego purposes, or Duplo. His fingers can get around the Duplo better than they can get around the Lego. Cracked eggs for when I make breakfast. Generally speaking, it's bacon and or eggs, or both. I usually make the eggs for myself. A diaper bag with the new baby. I will be continuing to make notes with the hopes of getting back into memory planning. So I bought this just to have for that purpose. A phone sampler for calls, FaceTimes, yada yada. A laundry sampler. This is in the fall colorway. I think everything else was kind of in there, like regular colorway. This is the fall colorway. Then the laundry sampler in the fall colorway. So you have the basket, the washing machine, the detergent, and the folded clothes. You're going to go up there. We have the reusable grocery bag in the fall colorway. I don't know why I bought things in the fall colorway when fall was already over. Like, November, fall's over. Well, this is called Warehouse Store, but it's Costco for our a few Costco runs. Sick Day in the fall colorway. I don't really have a lot in doodle icons to mark being sick. Moon and Stars, again in the fall colorway. Laundry sampler in the holiday colorway. Reusable grocery bag in the reusable colorway. Online shopping, again, another option. I don't really do a lot of online shopping outside of stickers. But sometimes it's just, I don't know, I kind of want it. I wanted it. The hot drinks sampler. Yeah, like sampler in the holiday colorway. Sorry, I did not go through what was on here. Like, you have the online shopping on the phone, the computer, and then the one that looks, this one's kind of more like grocery pickup, this looks like. This one also might be some sort of like, what do they call that? Rapid pickup or something like that. But this one specifically looks more like a grocery store versus this one, which could be for anything else. Hot drinks. So you have like a tea, a cappuccino, or a latte, or whatever you get with whipped cream, hot chocolate, a to-go cup, and maybe another tea. This is movie night with Bub expressing, you know, growing up and being able to understand movies. We were watching more movies. This holiday colorway, we actually just watched Klaus the other day, and we're hoping to watch either maybe Arthur Christmas, but another holiday movie on Christmas Eve. I'm just not sure what, but even though it's holiday colorway, you could just pull this into, like, these could be for Valentine's. You can use these in the spring. And then we're back to the beginning. Let me just check real quick. I thought I had another. Nope, did not. Alright, so that is this little, oh, I guess I could show you, like, the difference. See, those are two other. No, this would not be the best one to show that on. So I know she has different colors. I know she also had like a Halloween colorway that had some purples in it. But yeah, there's the fall versus the holiday. Oops, sorry, there we go. Versus their, like, quote unquote regular holiday. Their general, like, regular colorway here. They also sometimes have an all pink option if that's what you like. So yeah. Brain just stopped for a second. My brain literally just stopped for a second. So that's my basic, like, my standard quote unquote standard a White Deer Stationery. It's been a while since, you know, we got the good old White Deer Stationery, but they did have to temporarily pause shipping to the US because of the tariffs, and I feel like I'm glad that our Canadian shops were able to kind of figure out the shipping and stuff before Black Friday, because, like, I would have been really sad if I could not have shopped at my regular old, my staple Canadian store. So that is this order here. So next up, I'm going to do the Sadie Stickers Snail Mail. So when Sadie's originally announced this, I was like, I don't know, I'm not really into, like, the journaling thing. Like, I journal in my Bujo, but it's not like a junk journal type of situation. Although I'm trying to, you know, start incorporating that, because I used to do a lot of, like, junk journaling stuff. But I ended up perusing the shop app, of course, and I noticed that I had, so I'm just fixing the camera here, like $10 in credits for, you know, Christmas shopping. And this subscription ended up being about, it's like $9.75 or something like that. And in the US, shipping is free because it's sent with no tracking. It's sent with like a regular stamp there, which I'm probably gonna salvage, which would be really cool. All right, and I was intrigued by the December theme, if you, yeah, I think that's what they call them, the theme. So I went ahead, decided to try it out and see if it was something I would be interested in continuing with, because you can always pause the subscription if it's not something you're interested in. But it is, I think I'm going to continue with it because it is like little mini journaling things, and I do want to be a little more mindful next year. So it comes with a die cut. And this one is like of a latte cup with some swan art in there. This was the extra bonus. This one, it's the same seal. I don't know. This is my first time getting, so I don't know if they normally come sealed like this or whatnot. But this came with the seal this time. As mentioned on the listing, it wouldn't be a Sadie sticker subscription without a sticker sheet. So this one has like vintagey type of deco, like they go together for sure. Oh wait, where's the postcard? Maybe that's, I think this was kind of the inspiration for this, is a postcard that you could use and or tip it into your journal. But it's kind of like like this romantic, it does give me Valentine's Day, but it's not necessarily for Valentine's Day. So there's that. The stickers that coordinate, so you have like an invitation, like a wrapped letter, chocolate. Looks like chocolate and an oyster. That makes no sense. Probably on a plate. The wrapped cutlery, the strawberries, the mirror, the croissant, like a stuffed croissant, a pocket watch, candle, wax seal, ribbon. So very cute. The other thing that enticed me was that this was a collaboration with Miss Meow. She does have these in the shop on a larger sheet. And this says, it's kind of like notifications of some sort. I forgot what she called them, like affirmation notifications or something like that. So this one says, reminder, do what makes you happy. Oh, let me bring it down. Alert, self-love is not selfish. Reminder, you've got this. Alert, today is a good day to have a good day. Reminder, I'm just a girl. Alert, where did all your money go? Food stickers. Reminder, you're doing amazing, sweetie. And then very cutesy, very mindful, very demure. And I believe on Regina's site, I should know it for real, for sure. But it's split into like motivational, which would be like these types of things, versus like funny or humorous, which is where did all your money go? Food and stickers. And off to the side here, on the full sheet from Regina's shop, these come with blanks, so you could create like a little conversation. You can still do that in your like your journal or your planner, but it's supposed to be like a conversation through text. So this one says, I love you, I miss you, you are beautiful, you've got this, I believe in you, you're amazing, hi, love it, you're cute, lol, ugh, and just girly things. So that was also another, like, this collaboration with Regina was part of what made me like kind of want to look into it. And then the last thing you usually get is a zine. They call it a zine, like a magazine. So there's usually some prompts in here. Usually a letter from Alicia. And then here it's like welcome, journal prompts, New Year reflections, self-care bingo board, word of the year search, and then wishing you the best from Miss Meow. So you have some journal prompts here, which I think this is kind of what's driving me to continue with this subscription, is wanting to be a little more mindful of like things. Okay, let me explain this. How do I explain this? Like, journaling is like, I look at journaling, and this is just a personal perception. To me, it's kind of like a diary, and I don't really do diaries. I don't really like to write like, today this happened. I felt that that's really hard for me to do unless it's something like big, it's usually, and I've mentioned this, maybe not here, but I was going through my kind of daily one line a day kind of daily little journal thing, and I've noticed that when I tip it, it's a little space, it's like it's the week's layout, and usually I write one little blurb about what happened for myself and for Bub, and then I leave this other page to decorate and or expand upon something here that I've written in the daily section. And I found that usually I use that kind of other page, the page to expand upon my thoughts, to like digest big emotions, like good, bad, mostly bad, or to kind of do some self-reflection on parenting, or how I've reacted to things. So I think having this kind of guided, and I think I want to do more kind of self-reflection, and I think for me having a guided sort of situation would be good, and I want to probably do it like once a month along with the Sadie Sticker snail mail. So that's part of what is driving me to continue to use this. So that's the journal prompts. Then New Year's reflections, practicing self-care bingo. That's really cool. I think these really be really fun things to kind of tip in to a journal. I kind of wish that this was on, like, you could just tip this whole thing in, but I was contemplating like putting this word of the year search down and then like finishing it and then picking a word from here. But I also really like the self-care bingo too. We'll see. We'll see. I'll be postpartum at some point, so we'll see what's going on. And then back here is a letter from Alicia and the team. From best wishes from Sadie Stickers. We are wishing you and yours the best going into 2026. May your new year be filled with happiness, love, and creativity, and may all your goals and wishes come to fruition. Thank you so much for being here. Much love, Alicia and the team. And then, again, this is the kind of Miss and Meow collaboration. Oh, this is really cool. Is it the same? This is like this part of the picture here. And this is a different part. That's really cool. So, yeah. At first, I was just gonna get one because I had the $10 that I could use for it. And then just see what it was all about and determine if I was going to continue with it or not. And I think maybe for a little while at least, I will continue with this just to, I don't want to say force because that sounds really bad, but to have something have some sort of structure, bit my tongue, have some sort of structure in place to do more self-reflection next year. More intentional self-reflection rather than reactive, a little more proactive. I'm done talking about the stickers. If you're not interested in hearing about New Year, New Me, but I do want to. I don't believe necessarily in setting goals to quote unquote better yourself. I think in New Year's, I think that I don't necessarily believe in restarting every single year. I think I've said this before. I love the thought of it, but it's just not a real thing for me. Time moves, and just because, a year 2025 has ended and 2026 has started, like, what has really changed? That's probably the more cynical, practical side of my brain. But I do want to start the habit or create the habit of more intentional self-reflection rather than reactive self-reflection, or and creating time, even though it just carving out a space to contemplate things that I don't normally think about and or don't like to think about. I think that's part of why I don't really like diary writing, because I don't like to think about the things I've done and actually reflect on them. So that might be part of why I don't really like journal. So this is going to be a challenge to myself to be a little more self-reflective next year. So we'll see how long that goes, because April is next year. But we'll see. At least if I can start the habit and then pick it back up and maybe use that as a form of self-care in the postpartum period. That would be good. So that is the snail mail. Continue to anticipate seeing this, because I do really like the concept now that I've seen it. Because at first I was thought it was just some junk journaling stuff, but I think I get it now. I think I see what the goal is. So yeah, that is this bit. Okay, so on to the next thing, which is the Giving Girl Black Friday. So normally I think it's because I got bigger stickers this time, which is why it's in a bigger mailer. There's this cute girl stuck back here. I'm gonna see if I can salvage her. She's surprisingly clean for having gone through the USPS processing. Why am I trying to do this on camera? Hold on. I'm almost there. No, we're not going to try to do this. So, I did take it out. Hold on, let me make sure there's no invoice in here. Sometimes there is. So normally if you don't get tracked, it does... maybe it's because I got tracked. Maybe that's why. Even though last time I got tracked, it came in this. It doesn't matter. Yeah, normally it comes protected in this little guy, but it's really tough to put it back in, so I didn't put it back in. And then she changes up her packaging. I wouldn't say seasonally. I feel like it's about seasonally, maybe. It's really cute. So here's the fold, Home Twinkling with Happiness. This one's very clearly holiday themed. And this is the same girl on the sticker. It's just, she normally hand letters your name, but I'm assuming with the influx of Black Friday orders, she did not do that this time. And I'm gonna invoice. Oh, I forget, she usually prints it on the back of, or on the back she has really cute things. I'm gonna keep that. And then maybe she stopped doing it. No, it's still there. Salvage the sticker, figure out what to do with this, into the hoard. So I went in for, so this was part of the new releases. Some of this is new releases, and then I just picked up some other random odds and ends. So these are the freebies. Yeah, okay. So we have, does she personalize this to every single one? She better, she has the, right, she has the premium matte paper that has the clear backing. She was one of the first ones to do that. Let me bring it out. She didn't print this specifically to each, girlfriend, you did not print this to every order, did you? Because she had a bunch of freebies. And I only got up to tier 2 because I only bought so much, because I was I don't need to buy all of the things, so I didn't, because I want to make room for Twinkle Tuesdays for next year, so I didn't buy all of the things this year. So this was the Facebook clear paper, Facebook group freebie. So if you're part of her Facebook group, you get an extra freebie. You have the hats, the 2026, the hand-holding 26, the fireworks, and then this is the all orders freebie, 2026 and marquee with the balloon. So together you could do a cute little spread with that. And then these were like the tiered freebies. So this was Happy Mail 1, which I think if you got, no, I'm not going to try. So you have a girl here, some boxes, but this is like kind of more geared towards like shop owners. Like this is on their back end. This is how it feels when you shop with them. That's my perception of it, because it's all about shopping small. So that's Happy Mail 1. This is Happy Mail 2. Oh, maybe not shop owners, but like when you receive packages too. Like that could be what this is. So it's kind of like a mix of like the shop and customer experience, right? Because who doesn't love seeing a box of packages at their door? So yeah, thank you for your order. There was like a handful of things. The higher in the tiers you got, the more of these you got, but I didn't want to buy all of the things, so I didn't buy all of the things. Let me start with miscellaneous things. So these are older. This is an older thing in her, oh no, inventory. So this was part of, I don't remember which Twinkle Tuesday it was, but I grabbed 2 of these because I feel like I could do something bottom washy area, or like do horizontal sidebars with them. So I grabbed 2 of these. These are on the old, this is the old Vivid White Washi, I'm pretty sure. But I grabbed that in case an occasion came where I could have used those. And then these are there's one older thing in here, and then she also has like these larger deco sheets. So this is an older, oh, these, okay, cool. I forgot what I got actually. So this is from an older Twinkle Tuesdays, from the Romantic Roses Twinkle Tuesday. I have a bunch of these. I just like how they look, so I want them. And then this is from her, like, what's it called? Pet Moment series. So I grabbed Shadow Pounces because I have a little black cat. This is a fall, this is a fall themed freebie, or sheet. So you have, her playing with your cat, and the cat sleeping, and just like other like fall things here. And then this is Cozy Home Moments, Grateful for My Shadow. Yeah, your cats. That's a ginger up there, and there's another ginger here. Tea themed. And then this is the winter one. This one is Snowy Days Snuggles. Very cute. Little sweaters. My cats will not wear sweaters. I don't even try. I'm not even going to try. These 2 are separate from this. That cat's just so cute. Snowy Evenings, Warm Paws. And this one said, oh no, I read that one, Grateful for My Shadows. This one I did not read. Autumn Moon and Whiskers is what it says there. So that is the stuff I got from the Pet Moments collection. And then she has these larger deco sheets up. And I picked up 2 of them. This was from the Heritage Pines, which was one of the new collections she released. And I figured, like I mentioned earlier, for some reason, I want dolls. So, they're going to be a little more challenging because they are on the washi paper, but I could just use them in other planners, or just make sure that when I do use them that there's nothing layered behind them. So that one's from Heritage Pines, and then this one is from the Velvet Midnight collection, which which is also released at this time, and it's a bunch of like celebratory New Year's. Well, it's really like the sparklers give me New Year's, but these 3 could be for anything else. And I picked up this collection. So that's those 2. Then I did pick up the entire spring. The entire Velvet Midnight collection. I have a white paper here already. So it comes with how many sheets? 7, 8. 8 of this size sheet. So we're starting with Velvet Midnight 1. So for scale, let me see. I think one of these girls does show up later. Okay, I'll show you for scale later. So this one has the New Year banner. It's got a little masquerade type of theme going on here. Then page 2 has your 2026 balloons. I really love that she went with this kind of velvet, not velvet, burgundy colorway. Then you have a couple here. Oh, this says the city glows at midnight, the New Year banner. This one says sparkle brighter than fireworks. Page 3 has the back of this girl looking at the fireworks, with some champagne being poured. And then this one says, a toast to new beginnings. Page, did I say 4? That was 3. Page 4, a new year written in light. Happy New Year on a marquee. Couple kissing at midnight. Disco balls. Very cute. And we have page 5, another couple here. The city line, a 2026 marquee, raise a glass to the moment, and some more fireworks. And then another couple here. They're out by like the water, a marina or whatever that's called. Fireworks from the pier. And then moments. Oh yeah, I think I read that. Moments lit by midnight. And then we have the fashion girls on the smaller sheet. So for size comparison, they're mirrored too. So you can see the difference in the size. I think this is a 5x7 page, I'm fairly certain. And this is like half that. Yeah, this is half that. So same girls, mirrored and smaller. And then you have page 8. The midnight lights up for us. So you have 2 couples here. And then girl holding the sparkler here. And then you have a sheet of the fireworks. And then lastly, you have this really pretty city nightscape scene. I have plans for this, so I'm glad this is in. So that was my Black Friday order from the Giving Girls. So I was very tempted to pick up, well, I didn't say this, but I was very tempted to pick up that purple butterfly collection that I didn't get this year. The spring one. Fluttering Fields or something like that. But I told myself if I buy it, then I can't buy, that means less availability for next year's Twinkle Tuesdays, which I don't wanna limit myself on that, right? So that is this little order here. Okay, and lastly for this little bit here, we're going to get into my Dash of Sun Black Friday order. Boop. Again, she is a Canadian shop, so she has to have like some sort of made in Canada indication here. This says proof that Happy Mail is real. That indeed it is. So originally, when I was going to film all of December together, you would have seen, I picked up some extra stuff for midnight. I'll just pull out the kit real quick when we get to that, so you can see it again. Let's do freebies first. Yeah, I think these are all the freebies. Okay, so same winter card, I'm pretty sure. And then set this off to the side here. I do PR for Chelsea Shop, Dash of Sun. So here's my freebie in rose gold. Would actually go really well with Midnight, in my opinion, better, but you can use this for winter pages too. Then we have the all orders freebie, which I believe Chelsea did announce that she had to do them all in her premium matte because her washi paper was giving her issues. So we have, again, I feel like Black Friday, probably a lot of people went with like Valentine's Day. Paper Trail Plans did, Saucy did, Dash of Sun did. I have no idea what Sita did, if she did tier free. She did 2 tiered freebies, I think. Oh no, I forgot to plug my mic back in. Hold on. Okay, sorry for the like 2 minutes of not horrible, just not as good sound quality. Chelsea went with a more kind of maroony colorway compared to what Rebecca did. So this has, you have one edge to kind of what you call bouquets, I guess, larger florals, a corner here, and then you have these little cherries in the shape of hearts and the seal. Oh my goodness, that's really cute. So that's the all orders freebie. The $50 has this fashion girl here, this scene here with this composition, the cherry hearts, the deer, the lips, the donuts. The $100 freebie has another corner, another edge, this composition here, postcard, another scene. Oh, look at the kitty. And then you have like a letter or a notebook, letters, a bouquet. We'll come back to you in a little bit. And then the 200. Oh, you got 2 200s. That's right. I forgot. So this is the foiled freebie. So you have the bridge here. So wintry, because Valentine's for us on the northern side of the hemisphere is in the winter. You have her film strip here. And then we have this scene here, this composition over here with the girl outside the door. And then this locket here. And then the second 100 or 200 is basically her washi sampler. You have a thicker, thinner, and then the mirrored. And then if you shopped during the Power Hour, you would have gotten the Power Hour freebie. And it was these like ransom letters. 1, 2, 3, 4 A's, 1, 2, 3, 4 B's, 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 vowels, 2 consonants. Maybe except for T, like the more popular letters. But you can only spell pizza. 2 Z's. Sorry, guys. Not sorry, but just pointing it out. So you can't spell amazing pizza, but you can spell pizza. So, very much like a lot of other shops, if you get tiered freebies, the more you spend, the closer to like a full collection you get. So those are the tiered freebies from the sale. Do we want to do foil next? Or do we want to do midnight extras next? Let's do midnight's extras next. So these, not necessarily that. This. No, you're not. Alright, so let me grab that kit real quick just to refresh our recollection of what I have and what it looks like. So this is the Midnight collection, which I picked up. This I picked up during new release weekend. So Chelsea, you're gonna see the base 3-page kit. I have the deco, washi sampler, alcohol inks, and the quotes in the 3 foil colors already. just going to leave the rose gold in there. So for additional things that I grabbed for this, let me make it less noisy over here. Sorry. Let's start with pages from the Deco kits. This is compositions page. So you have the balloon arch foiled with the star pattern here. And then you have the balcony scene with the fireworks and the film strip in the back. Really pretty. And then I grabbed the elements page. I debated not getting the elements page, but I love the fashion girls. I love this dress. So I got it. And then you have your scenes. So down here at the bottom you have like an indoor scene with the chair and the chandelier. This girl, this was also, this is not a page I always get, but like, look at that. Then you have the firework on this one, the shoe with the glitter wave, and then the closet. And then I grabbed the bouquets and edges. I don't know why that took me so long. So I didn't really grab a lot of florals because she has a few florals here. And I find that if I'm smart, this is generally speaking a good amount of florals for me. So let's put you over there. Other things I grabbed. I got them. Katerina. I got the foil quotes again. I think I forgot that I got them, so I got them again. I probably meant to get the functional. There's a functional foil, or I just forgot that I grabbed it. But the thing is, while some of these are very New Year specific, right? The Happy New Year is when the clock strikes 12, begin again. Yeah. New Year, same sparkle, a New Year, softer light. You could use the kind of year specific ones for a birthday, and the rest you can kind of use to for like general quotes like new dream, same heart, shine with purpose, confidence earns your crown. You could use these in other spreads. So as annoyed as I am at making that oopsie, at least it's not the worst oopsie. And then I got the large foil deco in the 3 colors. Let me actually show it to you in rose gold because that's from the kit. So I just fell in love with that balloon arch. I don't know. It's really hard for me sometimes with the large deco because I'm like, what pieces do I use? Do I use this balloon arch? Do I use this balloon arch? Like, which balloon arch do I use? It's hard. It's hard sometimes. But then you have like a lot of twinkle elements and party elements, the shoe, the music, the disco ball, the fireworks, champagne bottle, these garlands, and then the clock that is 3 minutes to midnight. And I got those in the 3 foil colors because I think I can use these for other things too. I'm just going to leave with a rose gold with the collection. I'm just a little annoyed at myself for that. So that is everything I grabbed between the 2 times I shopped for New Beginnings. That is my New Year's kit. Let's go to the second kit. Yeah, because I didn't pick up any foil for this one necessarily. So she released a kind of reading themed winter kit, foiled in rose gold. I'm not really a reader. Well, I was a reader. I'm not actively. I find it hard to find time to read. I'll probably find more time once I'm like pumping and doing all those other newborn things. Because my bus rides are a little too short. I'm not really good at audiobooks. But I've just liked this rose gold for winter. I wanted more rose gold winter kits for last year, so I picked this up. The other kit was like a Gilmore Girls themed kit, and I was like, I've never seen Gilmore Girls, and she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I know, everyone tells me. But this is one of the 2 winter kits she released called Winter Pages, foiled in rose gold, and bring just a hair. Alright, so you have your two floral boxes there. You have this like cozy attic scene with the dog on the bed. This composition here that says Cozy Days there. This bookshop scene that says open on the sign there. Lost in Pages wrapped in winter. This cozy nook scene. This bookshelf scene here, and this outdoor winter scene. Look at the foiling on the mountain. Hold on. Look at that. Okay. And then the, fuzzy foiling or trace foiling on the florals. 9 lace headers at the bottom. Your boxes page. And then your bottom washi. And of course, we are going to read it. Snow drifted past the window in slow, quiet spirals, each flake settling against the glass like a whispered invitation. The world outside was all white and still, but inside the lamp beside her cast a warm, honey-colored glow over everything. Kindergarten that still hung proudly from the lampshade as the wind hummed against the house. Emma turned a page. I'm going to feel really dumb if this is a book. Is it Emma? I've not read a lot of classics. I'm so sorry. These 2 are different. Through a frozen forest, lantern in hand, following a trail of glowing footprints, Emma could almost hear the soft crunch. Something. The cold sharpened the sweetness of a warm drink. How stories felt more alive when mornings were dark and evenings. Cat hopped onto the arm of the chair, curling into a loaf, purring like a soft motor. Emma rested her hands on his back. And you have like this knit pattern here and this snow pattern here with the florals. Snowflake deco, coffee ring deco, and floral deco here. And then from the deco kits, I grabbed the compositions page. This is like a library scene. It makes me think of a library. This makes me think of library. With the pattern on her sweater foiled. And then this is the bookshop. And then this is the deco page. Cozy girl here. And I love that Chelsea stacked ring, like coffee rings inside of that. And then colored snowflakes, because we all know I love colored snowflakes. And then since I didn't grab like a terrible amount of stuff, yes, I did jump when the siren went off. I have the bouquets and edges. So 1, 2, 3, 4 edges of 4 bouquets. And then the corners. 8 sets of corners, and then these individual pieces are also foiled. And lastly, from the deco kit, I grabbed the torn elements because I didn't necessarily want full overlays. That's what she calls her, or like washi, her rippable washi. I didn't want full overlays of any of the patterns per se. So I just grabbed this to be able to pull in some pieces from that. And I did not buy any of the foils specific to this collection just because I want to be able to pull from my own stash. I have some rose gold. I'm going to kick myself if I don't. I'm pretty sure I have some rose gold winter foils, or just, I just wasn't necessarily wanting to buy all of that because I want to use up stuff that I have. So that is that part. And then lastly, the foils. let's do these bad boys first. So these were released with Midnight, but I didn't pick them up because I picked up, what else did I pick up with Midnight? The alcohol inks. I think I picked the alcohol ups with inks with Midnight, and I was like, I can't buy everything. I can't buy everything right now. So she released these Star Garland washi. They're like the dangles. And these are full length, meaning they'll run from edge to edge on your planner if you're using a 7x9 or a 8x5 wide. So here it is in gold, silver, and rose gold. I'm probably going to pull that into Midnight, that one specifically. And then this is the Dainty Garland washi. Again, will span from side to side, gold, silver, and rose gold. And I think those are the only two. She had like some dainty like garland, not this Dainty Garland washi, but like other like garlands, and I was really sad that I used the last of it. So more full length. I feel like people are kind of itching for these garlands to come back. And then I grabbed some restocks and some new things. So I grabbed a restock of the Glitter Wave, which is one of my favorite foils to pull in for whimsical bits. This is actually part of this guy. That is the Glitter Wave. This was originally conceived as part of the Morning Mist collection. This was her idea of Morning Mist. So I've been using it kind of as celestial elements or for just like a good amount of foil, you know. So here it is in gold, silver, and rose gold. And then these were released, oh no, this was also released with Midnight's, the Star Elements. So this is the one that you saw on this guy right here. That is that element here. Here, and then these are just stars, but you can use this if you're like if you have like a book journal and kind of ratings you want to do. These would be really cool for that too. So gold, silver, and rose gold. And then lastly, I picked up the Snow Flurries. These were released at Black Friday. This is the one on here. Which one are you? Here's this middle one right here. Gold, silver, and rose gold. So that is my meager, somewhat meager Black Friday order. I knew I was going into Black Friday with the intention of picking up the extra goodies for Midnight, because I don't know, that collection just, it spoke to me. It speaks to me. And I knew I wanted to stock up on some of this foil that Chelsea had. I'm just annoyed that I picked up doubles of the quotes, but that's not on her. That is on me for not paying attention. I'm gonna put this on top actually. So that's on me for not paying attention. I don't know. Chelsea's just been releasing some really fun foil. I hope she continues to release like the garlands. She got a lot of positive feedback from the PR team about that, and she was like, well, I didn't know people wanted them. And I was like, I think people didn't know they wanted them until like they started seeing people use them in their spreads again. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm spreading this out. And again, well, maybe I didn't say it. I think I did. I didn't say, full disclosure, I did not spend $200. I believe this is CAD, probably. I don't know. Chelsea stopped to mention. So it used to be like CAD versus USD. but I feel like she meant cat. I do not spend $200. One of the perks of being on the PR team is that you, not all the time, but a majority of the time, usually get all of the tiered freebies. So perks of being part of the PR team, which loops me back to I do PR for Chelsea Shop. You can always save. Well, she's closed. I'm planning to put this up in the beginning of January. So she will be closed for some point in January, like a little bit into January. I believe she originally intended to open for Boxing Day, but I can imagine with the influx of orders from Black Friday, she felt like she needed some more time to recuperate, which is totally fine. Brain. So just keep an eye out. I'll let you know when she opens back up again. But when she does, if there's something you want to go in and pick up, you can always use my code CAT10 to save. It does stack on your releases, and mention me in the notes for my freebie. And that is my Dash of Sun order. Alright, and so for what I think will be the last part of the December haul, these are the last two Happy Mails that I'm anticipating, because today is the 30th. Yeah, 30th. And I think the next time something should come might be at the earliest January 3rd. So, depending on what it is, it might get tacked on. Depends on how I feel like what I'm editing. But these are two more Black Friday orders. This is a new to me shop called Planning Priss, and then this is my Paper Trail Plans Black Friday order. So let's get into them. So let's start with Planning Priss. So I think this is packing tape. Yeah, this is packing tape, and it did go all the way around. Which was really cute until you have to slap a sticker on it. I don't know if this was just part of like her generic, or she like pre-assembled some of these envelopes, because I'm not part of her Patreon. I don't know if she has a Patreon. I guess we'll find out later. It'll pop up. But Planning Priss is a shop that kind of does a few different things. I know her mostly for her dolls, but I know she does like floral decos, functional items, but I know her mostly for her dolls, mostly through Jamie from Jamie Plans with Cats. I've seen her use Planning Priss dolls. So this is the packaging. I could see an invoice in there. It comes inside this guy, and then let me get my invoice out of here. Yeah, okay, invoice. This was on Etsy. Yes, Etsy. So, it comes in like this pre-wrapped or pre-manufactured, pre-made. That's the word I'm looking for. Like wrapping paper type with the pink bows on it. And like I said, I got dolls. And then there's some other things here. So this is a kind of thank you note. We are truly grateful for your purchase. We value your support. Stay connected so you won't miss our website release. Thank you for being a cherished customer. So Planning Priss. And there are the socials. And also got a pink bow sticker. Oops, there we go. That's better. And then a In My Soft Girl Era sticker. And then a die cut. Come close to God and he will come close to you, James. But I'm not necessarily religious, so that's that. And there was clearly a bit of time put into putting this together, because there's this pocket here that all of that was in. So onto my order. As I've explained earlier, I had this desire to bulk up my fashion dolls collection. So that is what I did. That is what I did. So, did I get one that Jamie, I feel like I know I saw Jamie use one. one of these maybe. I think, let me just start here. So let me see, my invoice will probably have what they're called. Okay, so this is Floral Girls sticker sheet, FG7, probably figure 7. I think I saw Jamie use one of the dolls from this collection. I just picked her up because she was cute, and she's got the purple and the yellow floral, so hopefully there's a purple yellow floral kit next year. This one is called Dollface Academia, and this is this is sheet 2. Yeah, sheet 2. It's a bunch of green outfits. Very cute, very cute, very cute. I just like their flowy sleeves. I really do like the flowy sleeves. So I'm imagining this spring. This one's a little more, this gives me a little more fall, but it could be spring too. This one is Chic Girls, and this is sheet 3. So more blue beige, a little more summery feeling. I really like her outfit. Again, I can't pull off the shoulders, but and none of this is how I'm dressing during. I think this might be the closest. I don't have these kind of pants though. It's a cute bag. That's that one. This one is Chic Girls page. Yeah, page 5. I feel like I've seen maybe Jamie use a variation of her too. Yeah, I guess 2026 is the year of using more fashion dolls. This one is a little more of a white beige colorway versus sheet 3, which is a blue beige cream colorway. I love her earrings. And then the last sheet I picked up is called Coquette Beauty, and this is page 3, the purple ones. Of course, I picked up the purple girls. So, and these are nice. These are a pretty decent sized sheet, or like the dolls are a pretty decent size. I'm just gonna try to grab. Just open my planner up to the back since I'm nearly done. At this point, I still have to do November, like 2 more spreads in November. Yeah, like 2 more spreads. So yeah, here's this sheet here with those girls next to a column. And then these girls are pretty tall. They're over half of a column. Or, yeah, column. There we go. Over half the column. These girls are about the same height, a little more than a full box. Then these girls are probably like almost 2 full boxes, or 2 of these because this is a full box and like a header. And then this first girl, it's about a 1.5 ish. So that is, let me get this out of the way. That is this little order for, that was the chair. I got a new chair. My Black Friday order from Planning Priss. Okay, so next we're going to have a beefy order from Paper Trail Plans. I actually have not even opened this yet, so I don't even know what the contents are. I know there, okay, my invoice is in there. I know it's usually in here. Wait, where are you? Oh, you're still in here. I was like, where is it? Invoice. Aww. Okay, and of course we still have the vellum with the white ink. The sticker this time is also in rose gold. It's in rose gold. Oh, the freebies are in here, plus some of the smaller things. So freebies first. Is this all the freebies? Okay, freebies first. This kind of looks like miscellaneous. I picked up Yuletide itself. Okay, so freebies first, PR freebies first. This is mine. It's the same design wait, we've already seen this. I forgot. Yeah, we've already seen this. And then this time I asked for Mariah's freebie. Courage is having grace under fire. That's an interesting quote. She has this film strip here and some layering bits, some twinkles, and a stamp here, also in silver. Then the wait, I'm missing a freebie. Hold on. There is a foiled freebie too. Where are you? I thought I saw it. Did I not see it? Am I blind? Well, I guess if we stumble upon it, we'll pull it out. Huh. Alright, well, regardless, again, another tiered freebie situation. So they also went with kind of a Valentine's, but theirs is more on like this, I wouldn't call it brown, mauve? Is mauve the right color I'm looking for? Doesn't matter. This is the email freebie. It says life is better with you in it, and you have this composition here and a washi strip. Then we have the there's one more. The early bird freebie, which is 2 sets of the garlands. Sorry, I'm like looking for something. Hey, Spooky. Then I really like the maybe bohemian feel to this collection, and it is internally cut here, so you don't have to worry about that. So there's that, and then we have the $50 freebie, which has the florals, more of the hearts on the string, the decoration, these little birdies, these tassels, the pink airplane, hearts decorated about. This is part of the airplane here, but these X's and O's are cut out individually. This one's a cluster. Then the 100, which is, yeah, very Valentine's Day themed. Seemed like a lot of shops went with Valentine's for their tiered freebies. Happy Valentine's Day. This is a string of X's and O's. This is a very cozy looking scarf blanket, box of chocolate. Oh, little hearts on the swing, the pillows, the cottage. It's a more grounded feeling collection. Then this is the 150, so you have 2 of these kind of doilies here, florals, and then this is a singular sheet. And I kind of, so based on how like I've ripped a couple of the premium matte stickers that come on this clear backing premium matte, I can't imagine that it'd be too terribly hard to rip this, or at least if you get like a cut and then rip, it would probably be pretty easy to kind of create an organic edge to this if that's what you want to do. And then lastly, the 200. Have a garland here, and that is a blown up, is it the blown up version of this guy? Oh, it's just more. It's a longer version. I don't think it's any bigger. This is a little bit bigger than this. Right, it's the same as that. And it is internally cut here. Let me find a better place for here. It is internally cut. Then we have more X's and O's, this balloon bouquet here, and then 2 layered compositions with fashion people. I love, no, that doesn't say I. This says, love you with all of my heart. And then we have some candles, and then a fireplace kind of scene here. So that is the tiered freebies. I guess I should have prefaced, unfortunately, you cannot get tiered freebies after the big sale. So, but again, as an example of what to expect should you order from Paper Trail Plans is that Then let's break into this bad boy. Because this is an older release. I picked this. I'm just wait. Oh no! Things are flying everywhere. Please hold. Okay, over to Yuletide. So Yuletide was released at the same time as Saucy Stickers Warm Wishes, which was also released at the same time as Dash of Sun's Timeless Traditions, which all kind of had this very similar color palette. And since I knew that I didn't necessarily need to pick up my Christmas week kit yet, I gave myself some time till Black Friday to make a decision on which kit I wanted to use. Unfortunately for Chelsea, I had to rule out Dash of Sun because I was going to use her Midnight's kit, so I didn't want to use too many of her kits in a row. So it was between Saucy Stickers and Paper Trail Plans. And I think what drew me more to Paper Trail Plans kit is the colors. So she pulled in a lot of these darker colors, which I think was more attractive to me. So that's the direction I took. So this will be my Christmas week kit. So let's start with the full box add-on. I also think I like the full boxes better for Rebecca's kit. Obviously you could have, or for Jess and Susie. I believe Jess does most of the designing. But I like the composition of her full boxes better, so that's why I went with this direction. Let me just verify. I believe I got mine in... Where are you? Yeah, I got like a plethora. It's light gold. I just want to make sure I did get it in light gold. So I got the collection in light gold here. So we have your 6 full boxes, the Christmas wishes on the pattern, the nice list. Can we make any? Of, in, have, and then the silent. I don't know if it's supposed to say anything. Season, yeah, there's this gorgeous layering in the back, and then you have this stamp up front with Santa. And then you have this Christmas market scene. And then Yuletide, the period around Christmas Day, celebration with family and friends. You have the skating rink here, or an outdoor pond, more likely. And then we have the railway station North Pole, which I believe Jess says she like customized this quite a bit. And this says checked by Santa Claus. And then you have a kind of torn washi at the bottom. And I believe I grabbed deco and floral, probably. Yeah, deco and floral. So let's start with the deco bundle. So we have this composition here, a drink, these cozy cupcakes, Santa sleigh, nutcracker, aka Christmas nutcracker. Nutcracker figurines most commonly made to resemble a toy soldier. They are keepsakes to bring luck to the family and protect the home. The gingerbread man, the nutcracker here. And then we have sheet 2, which has a lot more of your bigger pieces. So here's your Christmas market. Some of the pieces from the full box. So you have the season's greeting. This guy here. You have a little horse, rocking horse. 25th. And then this outdoor area here, storefront. And I love pulling in like these larger scenes into like my center bridge or into my sidebar. Then we have page 3, which has their distressed film strip with the layering. So we have the Yuletide again, the gingerbread house, the presents. This is the lyrics to Jingle Bells, dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Yeah, this is the lyrics to Jingle Bells, the rocking horse. This is really fun. I really like this piece here. And then the stars. And then these are the lyrics to Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Then we have the Christmas list, child, naughty, nice, checked by Santa, horse pulling a carriage. And then this one is lyrics to We Wish You a Merry Christmas. The December 25th here. I think what really drew me was the December 25th kind of branding throughout the collection. This one felt a little more like actual Christmas time, like actual week of Christmas than the Warm Wishes, which I think Rebecca was kind of gearing that more towards like December general. So that's kind of part of why I, put my eggs in this basket. So this is poinsettia, a small Mexican shrub with large, showy scarlet bracts surrounding the small yellow flowers. Popular as a houseplant at Christmas. Then 5, we have more of these larger scenes. The bookstore, the stamp, railway station, North Pole, Lapland, Finland, your zone B2, carriage A451, 630, seat 25A, wagon 01. You're taking this ride on December 24th at 11 p.m. 2300. You paid your fare was $3.75. It's for a child. Dang, that kid's up late. And this is probably your ticket number. Then we have like a Christmas stall here, like a food stall situation, and more of these stars. And then lastly, in your deco bundle, you have this girl here, naughty or nice. He's making a list, checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. And look at these trees. Then you have the stockings, and more of these layering bits. The cash register. Winate. That's what I can see. Wintate. Wintate. That I can very clearly see. So if you picked up just their deco bundle, you would have gotten those 6 pages. Then I added on just the bouquets because I also grabbed the large florals. So I didn't need all of like the edges and the corners for that reason. Then I also added on the ephemera, layering ephemera. So the idea is that this would be like, in my head, I think I finally understand they're kind of like alcohol inks, but decorative. I'm still wrapping my mind around how we use them. Haven't figured it out yet. These are the lyrics to We Wish You a Merry Christmas. We all know the Santa's coming. Actually, I don't think I've ever really sang it past and a Happy New Year. Oh Holy Night lyrics. We're dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. That's Jingle Bells. And here's that ticket again. So when this was released, Jess was saying she customized this ticket quite a bit, because I'm guessing it came like this. So maybe... No, never mind. The information is there. I'm just silly. I'm just dumb. But she did, like, have fun with this ticket. I remember that part of the stories. You have Saint Nick here. Sorry, brain's working. And then these, like, splatter things, which they've been adding on to a lot of their ephemera sheets. I've already talked about the large florals. I have the box sampler, and this one, what's really neat about their box samplers is they've started doing, like, novelty, I guess, is a term you could use, but more like specialized boxes or specialized layering boxes that are unique to each collection. So this one has like the Santa Claus, From the Desk of Santa Claus, the North Pole, Arctic Circle, and then you have the rest with your full lengths, smaller Medis, squares. It's like, that was really hard to say. Then I also picked up the washi sampler and also the Yuletide Color Wash 1, which is here, but we'll figure out why I picked that up later. But you get 1, 2, 3. You have the thicker, the like one color, the thinner, which is actually pretty thin, right? And then your lace, and then your floral trim here, and then you get 2 sets for 2 sides of the pages. And then your color wash. The other one I believe was the knit pattern. I just picked up this one. And then we go over to the foil sampler, which I only grabbed up in light gold because it's only for this collection. You have Santa, the December 25th, this really big, like, splatter snowflake thing. Like, look how big that is. It's not. December 25th, more layering on. It's got Santa's signature, Santa Village Express Delivery, the car with the tree on top, sweater, and a present. So that is that bad boy. And I think, yeah, that is it for Yuletide specifically. Yeah, that's everything for Yuletide, which is going to be my Christmas collection for this year, for Christmas week. This was also released at the same time as Yuletide. It's the snowflake tag. Well, they have a collection of tags, and then for this Christmas release, they did the snowflake tags. So they have like snowflake bits on them. So if you wanted them without the snowflakes, there is a version without snowflakes, and I grabbed this on Premium Mat. So I'm gonna just lump those two together because I'm going to use them together. And then other random bits and bobs that I got. I got 3 things, and then a bunch of foil things. So let's start with what was released at Black Friday. So this is the color wash for the Cherish capsule collection. I'll pop a picture of the capsule collection here. I just really like this as a kind of February color wash. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I just liked it. I just liked it. Just did. And then I picked up pieces from Aglow, which, if that looks familiar, just let me dig. I know it's in here. I just saw it yesterday. Or the day before. One of those two. Aglow, there you are. This is from last year's. It's familiar. It's similar to last year's Black Friday freebies, which I only got up to 100 for those. I have all of the ones from this year because I PR for them, but I grabbed up the color wash to use with this guy here. Again, not perfect. Oops. Not even in frame, but very similar feeling. This was Aglow was a full collection, a black and yellow full collection they released. And then I also tacked on the layering ephemera. Flurries, a small swirly mass of something, especially snow leaves, moved by sudden gusts of winds. Cold hands, warm heart. It was a cozy kind of black and yellow winter collection. Winter dark comes early, mixing afternoon and night. Soon there's a comma of a moon, and each street light along the way puts its period to the end of day. Now a neon sign punctuates the dark with a bright, blinking, breathless exclamation mark. Whew. Don't know why that was hard for me to read. Then you have pine cones, this branch here, and my idea is to pull it in with all of this, even though that's not necessarily this, but I want to use it with this. So that was is that everything that was released here? I don't remember exactly. I'm trying to remember if the letters were... See, this is their old branding. And this is their new branding. Okay, rep, hold on, coming back. So I picked up their typewriter letters tiny. They have a few sizes. I have the, it's within reach. Find them. All of my foiled letter things. So this is the large. Go off to the side here because I do want to put everything away properly. So I have the large, and I think they have like a medium. There's a size between this and this. Then there's tiny, and then there's teeny tiny. But these are kind of a good, like, not necessarily to put in a box, like a day-by-day item. Although if you're writing something short, you could do that, but this is just more for fun, like, base things. So just a size comparison. So I grabbed it in their light gold. Sorry, their light gold. Let me bring you down. Most of this stuff's smaller. Light gold, silver, rose gold, and hollow. And then I also grabbed the typewriter letters tiny, which is, you can tell this is different branding. And then this is a bunch of what, A, E, I, O, U, L, N, R, S, and T. So you have extras of those letters because these are the letters that seem to go pretty quick. Gold, silver, rose gold, and hollow. Okay, I had to step away. So I think I finished showing off the letters. I'm pretty sure that's where I was, but in case I wasn't, yeah, more popular letters, light gold, silver, rose, gold, and hollow, because you know me, I gotta get hollow. Alright, then I grabbed a bunch of random things, it seems like. Let me put this back away so I don't lose it. Yeah, I don't know what the other sizes are, but that's okay. Alright, so I also grabbed the butterfly day covers. You have 2 sets on each page, so that's 2 spreads worth. Gold, silver, let me lift you up just a little bit so I don't have to, there you go. Rose gold, and hollow, because, you know, me. Then I grabbed the months in their typewriter fonts. 1, 2, 3 sets of each. And these are, this is a little smaller. This I think is the teeny size maybe, for size comparison there. So gold, silver, rose gold, and hollow. And then typewriter date numbers. I think I bought the serif ones last time, but I think I was in a typewriter mood. So gold, silver, rose gold, and of course the hollow. And that looks to be everything. So yeah, that is everything I picked up from, let me segregate, this sounds like I've mixed this up. These are what I picked up, not those. From Paper Trail Plans during their Black Friday sale. I'm a pretty regular buyer, so it's I don't always have a lot to pick up when the sales come, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, I guess that's like, maybe unfortunately, because then that means I'm spending money. at all times. But yeah, I am excited for what 2026 holds for them and for all of the other sticker shops. In fact, not just Paper Trail Plans necessarily. And then, so Yuletide is for Christmas. Tiered freebies. And so framing everything for the thumbnail here. And yeah, that's it for this. Afterwards, I spoke too soon. So 30th, I was like, stuff saying it's gonna get here January 5th, so I'm gonna close this haul out. We'll be good. You right? After I filmed all that, I checked the tracking, and it was gonna get here today, which is the 31st. So, I mean, I'm glad. So now I don't have to hoard it until the next filming session. But, so this is the Sadie Stickers December Mystery, and then this is a Aura Estelle magnet daily in the B6 size that I got off of a buy-sell trade. I was influenced, but I do have an idea of what I want to do with it, so let's get into this. Okay, so first, let's break into the planner. So I have strictly been a kind of one planner girl, and then I added the memory planner, and like the other things I kind of call notebooks, not necessarily planners. But I was perusing the buy-sell trades for Aura Estelle, mostly because I was on the hunt for an A5 wide, like more A5 wides, because Aura Estelle's not making them anymore. But then I stumbled across this Magnet B6 Daily, which is their newest line, I guess you want to call it, from Aura Estelle. And it was a reasonable price, and the shipping was included, which was great. So I was like, you know, I know that in 2026, after the baby is born, like, bullet journaling might not be feasible for me, so I might want to look at kind of daily journaling or daily intentions in a different planner. Plus I have a ton of new fountain pen inks and like washi stickers. I feel like it might be time for me to try something new and like really commit to it while still doing my bullet journaling, but knowing that it's going to have to fall by the wayside for a little bit. So I'm going to try out this planner, but first she threw in these goodies here. So this is their thank you freebie, which I think is the one that went out with these planners. And then she also got the quarterly goals tip in, which I'm not really sure how much use I'm going to get out of these, but we'll see. We'll try them out. So the whole idea is the whole idea is that you list out your goals and then 3 months action steps. And then it has an adhesive here so you can add it to a page, thus tipping it in. And then you have one for each of your 3 quarters. So that's this guy. We'll see. I'll play around with that maybe. And then this is the Magnet B6 Daily in the red color. Honestly, I didn't have to care for the color, but I did want to try, or I wanted to incorporate a planner with Tomoe River paper in for next year. So I'm not going to do like a review of the planner because plenty of people have probably already done it, because I'm kind of late to the game. You know, we're already in the week that I would start with, but it comes with this like spread layout ideas for how you could use it, the demos, right? So you can do your weekly checklists, or, you know, day by days, and then maybe something over the week, and then you have dailies, and then this talks about goal setting, and then working them into action steps, and then turning those into monthly trackers. We'll see. With the baby coming next year, I'm not sure how much like actual goal setting I'm gonna want to do. But yeah, so this is the, like I said, the V6 Daily. So you have your 2026 year at a glance, the yearly overview, goals for 2026, so you could do categories, and it looks like you could break it down more. And then you have the January calendar, which is a Monday start, thank God. And then the action steps based off of your plans or your goals. And then a set of a set of grid pages. And then it starts in your first week. So January, week 1, which includes actually December 29th through the 31st. And then goes up to January 4th. Yeah. So technically I'm quote unquote behind, but how this is formatted, I mean, I did like watch a few videos on how people were setting this up. Like I said earlier, you have space for your Monday through Friday, so maybe appointments or meetings or anything kind of relevant to these specific days. Then you could do like a running task list, groceries, anything for the whole week could go here, or you can make it like a sidebar, I guess. And then you have 7 daily pages with time. What's this thing called? Time tracker, hour log, hour list. You know what I mean? It has the hours 6 through 12 midnight, 6 a.m. through 12 midnight on the side here, which you could just ignore, which I'm probably going to do. I don't really do timekeeping like that. And then it starts with the following week. So what I was thinking was probably doing more daily journaling in this. So currently, where are you? Where is you? Where did that book just go? I literally just had it in my hands. Okay. So right now I do kind of daily journaling, like short statements in here, and then on the other side, I don't want to show too much. I use this section to kind of expand upon thoughts. And I use this in conjunction with my bullet journal, which is my everyday planner, my everyday carry. And then I do like lists for, let me just make sure this is not, it's okay, this is a note. List for my memory planner here too, my notes, effectively. And I'm still probably going to do that. But I think I'm going to try to incorporate more daily journaling or more creative journaling in using with this. So that's my thought process. We'll see. I know that once the baby is here, I'm not going to have the time that I do now for my bullet journal. So I want to have something in place that could help me with that. So I'm probably just gonna stick to the planner itself. I was like shopping around, I was like, maybe I could buy tabs and a cover, but I was like, you know what, Kat, wait till you start using this and see how you feel about it. So yeah, this is going to be part of my 2026 planner. I don't really like the term planner stack, but like planner environment, because they're not all planners. I realistically only have one planner. And everything else is kind of a notebook that supports that planner or supports my hobby. So I don't really want to call it a planner stack. So that's why I've been adopting the term planner environment. So that is this. I think I might do a planner environment, planner stack video. I don't know. I've still got to think about it a little bit, actually. But there's this guy. And lastly, we have the Sadie Stickers December Mystery. I would assume with Black Friday, the holidays, and all of, and getting like advents and all that stuff. I know they got the advents to people before they should have started opening them. But with holiday season, I don't think they had the time to put the mood board up. Because I remember sitting there on December 25th. I was like, let me just check the website, see what the mood board looks like. Still wasn't up. And I was like, that's okay. We'll see. But it's like this really cute, I saw like this really cute teddy bear on it. So I was like, let's see how this looks, because I might be able to use this for the week that the little guy is born. Hopefully, we'll see. I have no idea what it looks like, but usually for January, it's like a transition kit from winter to spring. So that's what I'm anticipating to see here. So, yes, disclaimer. Spoilers, obviously. This will get tacked on at the end, but before the Christmas gifts. I'll probably leave that spiel in there. I'll just cut out the end. Not that it matters to you. Skip ahead if you want to see Christmas things, or if you're leaving. I'll do my spiel here, which is hope you liked the video, or hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, love it if you give it a like, comment down below. Any thoughts? Hopefully you found some new shops like I did. Let me know what's in your planner environment. If you want to see a planner environment video or not, if you're really not interested, because it would go up probably towards the end of January. So if you're not really interested, let me know too. And I would be so happy if you subscribe to my channel. Yeah, that's it. So this is your last warning for spoilers. And I haven't even seen this yet. So here it is in 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. I think I can. Yes, it's definitely a transition kit from winter to spring. And I think I can use it for little ones' arrival. So it is foiled in silver. Yeah, we're pretty good height here, right? Let me just bump you up a little bit. So it's interesting. We've gone back to these double boxes, which we haven't seen in a while, and I could cut it to include this middle scene. This middle scene is there, or like the middle of the scene. The quilt box here says, "Here comes the sun," which works for me, because I am having another son, so this would be like a double meaning. You have 1, 2 floral boxes, this double box here, this balcony scene, this flat lay with the hedgehog and the phone and the flowers. Are these like peonies? Carnations. Love the butterfly. Then you have the bear with the little bunny and the map, the butterfly with the hearts, and then the bridge over the stream here, and then the 4 swatches at the bottom. Then we have the, sorry, did I go through this? Sorry. Look how cute. I just love, it's cute. It's very cute. Very perfect for what I was hoping. Because the mood board had, I think, this stuff on it. So I was like, I don't know. I feel like we could use that. Because the anticipated birth date is in April. This would fit April, right? Okay. So the boxes page here. Then the layering page. So you have your torn papers, swatches, layering items, deco, and then a bottom washi and day covers and headers. Oh, I like the texture in the background of this one. That's really cool. So what's really neat about this is if you were using it as a transition from winter to spring, these could double as either snowflakes or has little flowers. They're supposed to be little flowers, I'm pretty sure. But it could work for either. All right, that's right, she does this. Next is the deco page. Yeah, definitely kind of beginning of spring vibes here. What a little cat with the glasses. Little bear here. It's perfect that it's blue too. Oh, bunny! A funny story is we did pick up an animal. You know, most people like pick an animal. Bubs ended up being a fox based on the journal that I picked out for him. I feel a little bit bad, but I don't have a journal for baby number 2. But we decided that his animal's a trash panda, a raccoon, a trash panda. But I guess my runner-up probably would have been like a bear. But we picked a trash panda. Not that's just like a thing. My cousin does art, and she's gonna draw little raccoons from the nursery, which we haven't repainted or anything, but you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Sorry, tangent. Then we have the floral deco. I love the pops of purple in here. Wow, it's really pretty. And then we have the journal page. Sorry, I should have been checking if you were in frame that whole time. Then the swatches. The trash bag going off over there. The swatches. This is definitely a spring color palette. Very spring color palette. The pink, orange, green, and like this blue, but this blue kind of makes me think winter. And lastly, the foiled sampler. Oh, right, we got the foil sampler. Huh, interesting. I don't remember what the last one looked like, to be very honest with you. I don't remember. Oh, it had the ribbons, right? No, I really don't remember what the last... I remember the boxes. I don't remember what the foil sampler looks like. The clouds, the kite. I love the heart trail here. These petals. Oh, if they get these petals individual, I would like them to be like a little bit smaller. Just like a hair smaller, not too much smaller. But I'm definitely going to be picking those up. And then we have some like scribble flowers. If I see these, yeah, I'm probably going to buy them too. And then those are carnations for sure. And I want to think those are roses. But the bows, oh, that's really pretty. That's really pretty. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. I know exactly when I'm going to use this. In April, or whenever baby number 2 is born. This is the kit I'm going to use. So it could be March, could be April. It's going to be one of those 2 months. So it'll probably, well, if it doesn't show up in March, actually kit lineups come up after the month, so you probably won't know, because at that point I probably will not be filming anymore. But that is the December mystery. I think I have one more. I think I get the January one, and then that is it. Would we like to see a retrospective of the mysteries from, I think December 2024? I think that's where I left off on the last time I did a retrospective of the mysteries. So would we like to see from December 24 to January 26? Because I don't use them in the year that they come out usually. But let me know. Let me know if you're interested in that. And then next will be the the Christmas gifts. So again, if you're not interested, you would have already heard the spiel from earlier. I hope to see you in the next one, but if you're going to stay to see what I got on Christmas Day, I'll see you in the next bit. And like, it's going to be a little annoying because I think there's another bit of Christmas, but we're meeting again for Christmas in January because of illnesses. But yeah, so I'll see you in the next bit, or bye for now. Okay, so if you're sticking around to see what I got Christmas present-wise, I did get some stationery stuffs. but I have somewhat fallen down the fountain pen hole a little bit. It's mostly the inks. It's the inks. So I did ask for, like, I don't think I do have quite a few fountain pens. I have some off to the side here. These two, and then the Ferris wheel press one here that I'm actively using right now. But I actually only like ink up one pen at a time. So I don't really need that many pens, although I don't know why I keep asking for more. Why I asked for more and was thinking about buying more. But I got these from my parent-in-laws, my mother and father-in-law. Why are you not opening? Okay, so this is a Kakuno fountain pen. This is a extra fine nib, I think, which I find that I'm a fan of the extra fine nibs because they put less ink on the page, therefore it dries a little bit quicker. Let's see, perfect for beginners, simple user guide, easy to hold. So it comes with the fountain pen itself, and then one ink cartridge. I guess what I should have found out is what ink cartridge I could put in this pen, which is not going to be very hard because I do have some spare converters. So in order to use this, you stick the little ink cartridge in the pen. You take off the cap, you screw it off, and push the ink cartridge in. Then I guess you press and squeeze it, I guess to kind of preload the ink, and then you wait for the ink to come out. So I don't really want to, I guess I could do that. Squeaky. So yeah, I do want to figure out what kind of cartridge could go in here. I might already have one, because you had one job. What is very interesting to me about fountain pens is the ability to to put different ink colors in it. Yeah, so you could see that it's kind of filling up the pen to the nib. It's right about there, so I'm going to screw this back on. It says to wait around 10 seconds for the ink to come out. It will also help if you hold it so that gravity does a lot of the work. And then I'm going to grab this Kinbor Weeks that I was using in, well, it's still 2025. This is the last week I'll be in my Kinbor Weeks. And it's just random pages, and I have like a random ink test page here because I don't really use this for how it's supposed to be used. And then there it goes. So this has been kind of my ink. Yeah, see, I'm a lefty, so it's really important for me to kind of have the ink dry pretty quick, otherwise I'm writing in like a weird, awkward position. Oops, that's upside down. Silly me! So, I mean, I usually have to leave my books open for a little bit. And I found I was doing that with all sorts of other things. So I will need to figure out what the converter is. That was pretty comfortable to hold in your hands, actually. Yeah, I like the shape of this. And I think it's going to be pretty cool when I can figure out what converter to use, because then you'll see the ink color here. Oops, closed that already. Alright, that was pretty quick. Alright, so that was this, what is it called again? Kakuno fountain pen. It's a very easy, beginner-friendly fountain pen. That's not my first fountain pen, though. I kind of dove right in. My first fountain pen, I'm pretty sure, was this Ferris wheel press, which I need to clean, because I'm not very good at loading ink into this thing. To add to my not super extensive, but you know, larger than I need it to be fountain pen collection. And then I'm not gonna swatch these, so sorry if that's what you're expecting, but these are fountain pen inks by Diamine, I think, off of Amazon. I just sent her an Amazon link. So this is Imperial Purple. You can sort of see the color through the bottom, like the bottle is not entirely opaque, so you can see a little bit of the color here. This is Imperial Purple. Aurora Borealis. I'll also put a picture of like the swatches from the website up there. Meadow. Maybe you can see a little bit of the color through the bottle. Oxblood. And I was finding that I don't really have anything in kind of the green color palette. Again, I don't really use my fountain pens a lot. That's one of the things I want to do next year. So amber, you can kind of clearly more see it here. Amber is a little more yellowy orange, I'm gonna guess. So this is 30 mils. I got 30 mil samples. And then I have, like I said, I have a bit of a problema. So I've got to figure out how to reorganize this in order to put either these in here or figure out where else to move them, because I do have some chargers here from Ferris Wheel Press. Ferris Wheel Press is the one I have a lot of. I did dip into Tom's Studio, and then this is Hongdian 60 mils. But I found I was lacking in greens, because I kind of have, no, this is not green. That's a lie, I have a green. No, you're a blue. It's a blue. It's a blue-green. No, this is green. But I have a lot of shimmers, and I need non-shimmers too. So that is it for like the Christmas presents. My husband just gives me money, so I can go ahead and buy what I want, which is kind of my preferred way to do this, honestly. So that is now the end of the December haul. Yeah, that's everything for December. Like I said, I'm not anticipating, maybe something will come. I just checked some tracking. So maybe something will come tomorrow, and maybe that'll get tacked in before this, maybe after. We'll see. And then, yeah, that's the video. Let me do the abbreviated version of the outro. If you like the video, enjoy the video, like it, comments, new shops, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.